Hey guys, how's it going? Useless Gamer here again, and today I'm going to be talking about Ubisoft and how their track record with promising, with amazing graphics, and then just kind of it's like they dip their feet in the water and they're like, ooh, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't want to do that anymore, and it's just really stupid. It's like I don't see why they do that. Anyways, I'll get into that later in the video. So first, I'm going to start talking about Far Cry 3 because that's like my first recollection of a UB downgrade and happening, and it's just like everyone got really excited for Far Cry 3, and the same thing with Far Cry 4 as well. I mean, they did the same thing. They UB downgraded the graphics, and that's going to be a term you're going to hear a lot in this video, so get used to it. And so, another good UV downgrade, sorry, I'm just going to be using that term, so please don't be mad at me, is the infamous Watch Dogs downgrade. Now, if anyone even slightly is keeping up with modern stuff, knows about the Watch Dogs downgrade and just how everyone got so angry at it and started rating the game with zeros and ones, and it just gives me a headache. But yeah, like, and everyone just got really mad at Ubisoft. They're like, what were you doing? You showed us an amazing looking game in 2012 and you give us a subpar looking game in 2014. I'm sure everyone remembers that. So you know what the question is, why does Ubisoft do this with almost all of their games? I think there's a few games that were not UB downgraded. I don't know. If there wasn't any games that weren't graphically downgraded, please let me know in the comments below. And so, yeah. Let's take a look here. And, yeah, it's like, and then another good example of a graphics downgrade from Ubisoft is from Assassin's Creed Unity and 4. Everyone defends Assassin's Creed 4 as like the best game ever, but you have to admit that there was a graphics downgrade there. Even on PC, at the highest settings, and DirectX features activated, and PhysX and everything, it just doesn't look as good. It's like, what is Ubisoft doing? No, like, it's like I swear they have the better looking version on like a computer somewhere. It's like, yeah, we have it, but we're just not releasing it to the public for some reason. It's like they have an excuse for their games to have like a bad PC port, but they're just let's just have a terrible PC port just for the heck of it. And it's just like this. It's like, and speaking of terrible Ubisoft PC ports, Unity especially just was dropping the ball, not just on PC, but also on PS4 especially. That was terrible. It's like, man, it's like we're getting games like, this is like Nintendo 64 frame rate you guys are getting on the PS4 and Xbox One. So Xbox fanboys, you aren't safe from the UB, the terrible ports, the terrible Ubisoft ports. But then they come out with games like Far Cry 4, which are like, I think are even bigger than Unity and run better. Seriously, it's like, what are they doing? It's like the management's so broken up. You have like a sector of Ubisoft. It's like, oh yeah, you guys make good PC ports. Oh yeah, you guys just make bad PC ports. Just you know what? It doesn't matter if it sucks or not. Just rush it out to the public. Sorry there. It's like, so what is Ubisoft doing? What are they doing? Just making terrible PC ports, and they're just not really doing anything on the graphics, front, because it's like they aren't delivering their promise. It's like, it just makes you question, what is Ubisoft doing? They're all smelling their own farts in there and like realize, oh yeah, this game looks fine. Just rush it out to release because everyone wants the game. And what happened to Ubisoft? Remember when you used to release awesome games like Splinter Cell Chaos Theory and Splinter Cell 1 and not so much Pandora Tomorrow and freaking, or no, yeah, wait. I'm so tired right now. I'm thinking of, Pandora Tomorrow. I was thinking of Double Agent. I'm really tired right now. It's like, it just sounds like a lack of confidence in just porting things. It's like just developing it for a system. They just have a lack of confidence there. So I don't know what they're doing. Now, we're going to talk about the most recent example of a UB downgrade, The Division. Now, before you guys start getting angry at me, just listen, okay? And now, the game still looks good in my eyes, because I am stuck with playing a 360, and I don't have a PC, so it still looks good in my eyes. But the thing is, it could still be better. It could totally be better. It just seems like, like you see games that are just pushing the open world graphics department, like even Infamous Second Son and other games that are like, and Just Cause 3 and Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. You see all these games just pushing so hard in the graphical, front in they're all open world games and they look fantastic. And then you see The Division and it just doesn't really hold up. It doesn't really, stand up against all those other games. And it could be a little bit better, yeah. And especially the ground textures in the E3 2015 demo where they went into the dark zone in The Division. Oh my gosh, the ground textures. And the character models still look good. And the guns still look fine. And there's all sorts of good stuff. It still looks good. But the ground textures just look terrible. They just look like... Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. These things... Why do you complain about ground textures, you might ask? Okay, let's just say it. The ground textures look like diarrhea smeared on the ground with the color palette changed to white. That's, to be totally honest, that's what it looks like. And it's just, oh man, it's like Ubisoft isn't being next gen, and they have all this, all this power from the next gen systems to work with, and to be honest, it just sounds like bad management and just incompetence overall. So, I'm going to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on The Division? Are you guys still excited about it? Even though with the graphical downgrade, I still think it looks like an amazing game. So yes, what are your thoughts? Leave it in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.